Hello. My name is Daddy-O. I do some YouTube stuff, and I'm going to comment on some comments today, and I'm also going to tell you some things you may want to listen to if you do. Now listen, let me tell you what I do. I'm an Uber driver. I've been doing Uber for, 6+ years now. I'm a 5.0. I just looked today. I'm back from 4.9 to a 5.0. I've done over 10,000 Uber runs, all right? I rent a vehicle to do my Ubering in because I've worn out too many vehicles doing it the other way. And I'm going to comment on a couple comments today. I'm going to try to clarify how to make more tips today. If you're an Uber driver and you want to learn how to make more tips on your runs, I think I do it in a way, that's what I focus on. I focus on the tips. The rides are great and all that kind of stuff, but you can take Uber to another level if you work to do a few things that are special. Renting a vehicle makes those things easier. All right? I'm not talking about the beater cars. Now, I got a comment, 21 hours ago, talking about Toyotas and Hondas, 400,000 miles. I've seen them. I have too. Those are beater cars. If you go out and finance a car for, let's just say, $5,000, $6,000, and it's already 8, 9, 10 years old, whatever, it doesn't matter. You go out and you finance that car to do your Ubering in, or as your personal car, you start running it to do everything in. If you're running Uber the way I do Uber, and that some people are not, I run it at a different angle, okay? If you're using that vehicle like that, you're going to depreciate, really fast. It's not going to be worth nothing when you're done with it. You're going to get a few $100s. I did a Land Rover one time like that and got $500 after I ragged it out doing Uber for years. No. So don't take yourself to that level where you think that this is difficult and it's expensive and all that kind. You're a business. If you're doing Uber, I treat mine as a business. This is how this area, this vehicle right here is my Uber business. My business expense each week is $305. It's like having a storefront and having to pay electricity. It's like having a storefront and having to pay whatever other services that you may have to pay for that storefront so that you can sell whatever you sell. This is my business. You get in my vehicle, you're in my storefront, all right? And that's where I take it to another level. There are certain things you can do when you have a rental vehicle, not just a beater car, all right? All right, when you have a beater car, you got to finance it, you got insurance, you got maintenance, you got depreciation, you got rental car. I get in it and go to work. All right, that's my storefront. I walk in my door every day, turn my key, open my storefront. I'm ready for business. All right, that's how I treat Uber. All right, there are different ways to do your Uber, and if you're doing it for a few days a week just to make some extra money, I completely understand. This basically is to address the people that are having a hard time grasping the concept that you can go out here and make the kind of money you can make when you get a rental vehicle. All right, and I'm gonna go down a couple of things. Here's what I do. Got a rental vehicle? Great. Now what you do is you make sure that darn thing stays clean. All right. The next thing you do, you want to make that thing smell good. If you smoke cigarettes, get the hell out of the vehicle to smoke. All right, I can't tell you the number of times I pick up someone and they get in here and go, wow, you don't smoke, do you? Your car smells really good. I get that every day, all day long. First thing, you've impressed the person. You've pulled up in a brand new vehicle that's only maybe a year old. It's clean. They get in here. First thing their impulse is going to be when they get in is to breathe. They're going to smell something good. All right? You've got that going for you already. Greet them, say, how you doing? Welcome to Florida, welcome to Michigan, wherever you're at. Welcome to California. Happy to have you here. Be joyful. Be open and inviting, okay? That hits a lot of people the first time. When someone, when they get in, you're welcoming them with a smile. Thank you that you're here. I don't go in that deep, but you get the idea, all right? Be hospitable. You're the first impression they're getting as they're driving away from the hotel, from the restaurant, wherever they're going to work. I pick up a lot of people going to work because I do, and I've told you, short runs. Don't worry about them long damn runs. All right? Stack you up, short run, short run, short run. You'll use less gas. You'll use less wear and tear. It's easier to. This is my theory now. This don't work for everyone. I've told you about those guys that pack a bag in the morning and they go off and they go to work. They'll be back in a day or so whenever they, Uber sends them back that direction, or they decide to come home, or they need to come change clothes or do their laundry or whatever. There are guys that do that kind of Uber. There are different levels here. I have just found that by renting a vehicle, making sure it stays clean, making sure that it smells good, and then the final thing that you want to get used to, I make it a habit, is I have a tablet. I have a tablet here. It has its own cell signal. All right, it has its own cell signal. This is my DJ all day long. I play music. I make sure that the people that I pick up, when they get in the vehicle, I can't tell you the number of times that people will get out going, wow, that's some good music you're playing on that ride. I don't normally hear that. I had a guy last night saying, wow, that's the same kind of music I play in my office. He was a lawyer. That's the kind of people that when they get out, they hand you, and I had it happen last night, a $100 bill. On top of the fare, he gets out and hands me a brand new $100 bill. All right? You can make money if you work at making money. If you're out here just driving from point A to point B to getting someone somewhere, that's just Ubering. That's just riding Uber. Then there's working Uber. And that's when you take it to another level and you can see how much money you can make. Now, I get quotes here from people. I get comments all the time. I got one yesterday, a couple. No, one in particular. I think I answered it a couple times. Talking about how much money I should be making a month, blah, blah, blah. You don't even know the number you come up with is not even where you can be with Uber. If you really work Uber to the professional, courteous, kind, hospitable, if you take it to those kind of levels and your car is smelling good, your car is clean, you take it to that kind of level, you will see a return on that rental car. All right, it will make you more money. And I've told that in other videos. I think I actually put it on the video on the thing that day. Renting a vehicle will make you more money. You're going to spend a little bit of money, but it's going to make you more money. All right? And that's because you're going to make more money in tips if you work it right. If you're making it smell good. If you got a clean vehicle. If you do certain things, you can make Uber pay. And I mean pay. And I work in a small area. My area, and to give it out, I work in an area that's 12 miles long and 2 miles wide. If it's outside of that, I'm not going for it. Don't happen. That's my area. I know that area like the back of my hand. When I pick up people, I know that area. I know where they're going. If I pick up at a house, I know where I'm going before I would get there. I'm not riding around in some town that I have no clue, going up roads I have no clue of where they're at. I'm not playing that game. I don't play that lost game trying to figure it out, because the map on Uber is not always right. And if you've been doing Uber any period of time, you know that. So when it pops up on my app, I just look at the address or the building. I know where that's at, and I go. I don't worry about taking the route. It tells me I know shorter routes certain times of the day. I go here, I go there. I know how to do what I do in my area. Focus on an area. You'll make more tips. I'm just trying to drop the hammer on some people today that just doesn't think that Uber pays. All right, that for paying that, and I only can get out and make that because well, you're not working Uber. You're really not working. You're doing Uber. There's a difference within doing Uber and working Uber. And when you work Uber, you can make some money if you do it right. All right, and I'm just trying to advise people how I do it. All right, Daddy-O is just telling you how he does it. If it don't work for you, I'm so sorry. Get your money back. All right, but it works. All right, and I can only tell you I've been doing this for a long time. and I get responses on a daily basis either about my music or how nice my car is or the smell of my car. I can almost tell you on every other ride I'm gonna get a comment about one of those things. All right, so it's easy to do if you're just doing it right. And I'm trying to tell you, just rent a vehicle, make it smell good, make sure it's clean, play some good music, some neutral music, and I've told you about that before. I play jazz music. I used to be a DJ on the radio, and I got into jazz music because that was the show they asked me to do. So every night at 11 o'clock as I was getting off the air, I found out that I was always in a calm, relaxed, peaceful music. So I've kind of adopted it as, and I tell people, it's my anti-road rage music. You know, people can pull out in front of me and I'll just go, you go right ahead. It don't matter to me. You know, I'm in a peaceful mood all day long. I'm having fun doing what I do. And you can too. Just make sure it smells good. Make sure it's clean. Make sure you got some decent freaking music on. And have a good time with the customers. Talk to them. If they'll talk, talk with them. If they don't talk to them. You know, try. Be hospitable. Don't be rude. You can make some freaking money out here if you're doing it right, guys. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Daddy-O out for the day. You guys have a good evening. I just had to address some comments here and there and tell you about this tip thing, easy, making it easier. Again, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. I'm wrapping it off as hard as I can, guys, because I'm ready to go back to work. I got to sign back on the Uber. Bye. Have a good evening. Bye.